Kate, I'm going to move this IKEA bag and reveal to you some toys. Are you ready?
I guess. It's about to be crinkly.
Some ASMR. The bag is not near the microphones, though. Oh, no. It's caught on something. What's it caught on? Oh,
Wow.
oh.
This looks like a carnival of money spending that I was not aware of and did not participate in. Could I have bought a jacket for this amount of money?
Depends on the type of jacket. A high-end jacket? No. Several low-end jackets? Probably.
It really smells of old plastic. Like
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just
that's-
a whiff of it just came hitting me in the face, and it was like a cloud, like a miasma.
That's authentic.
It's really not
toy scent.
Sorry, it's not good.
All right, Kate, where to begin? Let's just break these down one at a time. I'm actually curious. This will be a little quiz for you, maybe, to explain what you know, what you don't. I've never taken one of these new mics handheld before. I think this will work.
Out. Okay.
All right. Let's start with the obvious one here. You know this guy?
Yeah, that's Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, starring as Buzz
that's
Lightyear.
Buzz
right?
Lightyear.
There he is, looking
He looks
good.
like he'd be really hard to hold.
Okay, here, grab him.
I'm gonna grab
Take him.
Okay.
Can you? Nah, you're not gonna be able to reach.
I think you should just maybe handle the toys because
Yeah.
I don't want to touch them.
Yeah, understood. He is pretty hard to hold. His dome is kind of foggy.
Yeah, it's
with
kind
age,
of cloudy. It's not good.
His buttons don't do anything anymore, sadly.
He looks like a senator from like Utah. Like he looks like
Square head.
he's got like a really big Mormon family at home.
All right, there's Buzz. Let's see. How about this guy?
That's
know him?
Mr. Big Eyes. And
I believe his name is Lenny.
Lenny. Oh,
Lenny
that's
as in
cute. Yeah.
lenticular, you know?
Oh, that's nice.
You know, he's a good
yeah,
one.
that's cute. Does he move?
Go ahead. Do the honors here.
All right,
Wind him
let
up
me
and then
zip
put him
him.
on the table.
Okay.
Wind him up into your microphone. Go ahead.
All right, hold on. Did I break him? No, he got to
There you
wind
go.
the other way.
There you go. There you go. All
All right,
right.
I'm winding him up really good.
Go ahead. Pop him on the table there.
Okay. Oh, his eyes are really googling.
Yeah.
You seem to enjoy that. Oh.
Did nothing happen when you put him down?
Nope.
He just won't. What if I pick him up? Will he? Huh.
Yeah, try to wind him up.
Maybe I should see if that eBay seller will, consider a partial refund. Okay, so that's Lenny. Let's get him out of the way so he stops cranking.
Well, here, did I crank him right?
Try it again. Here, let go and see if his legs move before you even put him down. No, then try cranking the other way.
Did
It
I
doesn't
F him
sound right, though. I mean, Kate, it is possible that this old Burger King toy that's between 20 and 30 years old just doesn't work anymore. Talk about ASMR.
Oh, he should be moving.
By the way, way too late for me to say this, but if you're just listening to this episode, go to our YouTube page, Not-Stalgia on YouTube. This whole piece where Katie's looking at the toys is there as a video. All right, there's Lenny. All right, how about this guy?
That's Mr. Potato Head.
Classic.
This potato toy.
There he is. I've configured him as close to the movie version as possible,
He
but
kind of looks like Groucho Marx.
I can see it. He does have a few more pieces in his back,
bum.
in his butt.
In his bum.
It's in his butt.
Yep.
Yeah, so that does open. So there's good old Mr. Potato Head. How about this one?
That is a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to push the button on his back?
The button on his back.
Do you want
Why
to?
don't you push it?
Okay, you don't want to touch these toys.
I don't want to touch them.
I'm actually a very fierce dinosaur.
Oh, he talks.
Let's try again. I don't know if my mic got that.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not a dinosaur. We're gonna play real play. I can't wait.
So that's kind of fun. The problem is I've been storing these in our basement, and whenever I pick up the big IKEA bag to move them, he always gets triggered somehow and talks. And the first few times, it really gave me a good scare.
Okay, let's move him.
Let's see.
This is really a significant amount of money.
It's a lot of toys. It's a significant amount of childhood memories, Kate.
Is that right?
This guy, you know his name?
Big Wheels.
RC. He's a remote-controlled car. Now, however, though you think, without seeing the receipts, that this was a lot of money, this is the cheapest, biggest version I could get. The real ones that are remote-controlled for real are very expensive. This is not an actual RC car.
Okay,
It just
why has
looks
he got
like
a
one.
cup holder on the top?
So this version of him is supposed to come with a small Woody and Buzz that can fit there,
they can
but
clip
not
there.
full sized, so it
Got it.
kind of is lame. But to me, he's close enough to his scale and was much more reasonably priced than the hard to find remote controlled for real ones.
Well, and I feel like they would be like the batteries would have corroded them by now.
Oh, for sure, for
know?
sure. Oh, this guy. This is one of the only ones. It actually might be the only one that I already had that I did not have
What
to
is
find.
he?
His name, Kate? You want to guess?
Robot friend.
His name's just Robot. You
great.
you pretty much nailed it. I don't think the camera's getting him in focus. Let's see. Is the autofocus working?
No.
Sure isn't. Okay, so his name's just Robot. This is a real Burger King toy I got for real at Burger King in 1999 when Toy Story 2 came out.
Here's my question.
Yes.
Were you disappointed that it was Robot and not something better?
You know, it's funny. I don't really remember having a strong reaction. The main Burger King disappointment I remember is getting an Anastasia toy of Anastasia, the title character, because the gender binary was real for me back then, and I remember being upset that I did not get the, quote, boy toy. But
Did your mom make you return it?
no, she didn't.
Did she have you write a strongly worded letter?
She would have possibly, but I was with my aunts at the time, so it wasn't an issue. It's a cool toy. I'll have to dig it up whenever we watch Anastasia. I want it Bartok, probably the bat, but what's his name?
Named
Yes.
after Bela Bartok, the composer?
Yeah, you gotta watch Anastasia. Did you watch that movie?
Maybe.
We're way off task here, but so there's the robot. Okay, how about this guy?
That's Sarcasm Pig.
Ham.
His name is Ham.
It's Ham, and this is a real functional bank. So just so you know, I should have probably put money into something like this rather than purchase.
Yeah,
this.
why don't you just save
Ham.
your money? Why don't you just put it in the Capital One? Let's cut to our Capital One
Don't tell
commercial.
people. Don't tell people what our online bank is. What if they steal our identities?
Why don't you just?
What if they correctly guess that our password is Toy Story #1?
Why don't you just put it in a high yield savings account? I'm
Kate?
confused.
How about this guy?
That's a Slinky dog, and he's voiced by an old man.
Jim Varney.
Yep.
Also known as Ernest. Who you ever seen an Ernest movie?
No.
Never. This is also the safe
Like
version.
the importance of being earnest?
Not quite.
No?
He did a sketch based on that. But this is the safe version of the toy because it has a string.
Oh, yeah,
that
so you can't
limits
use it to whip your siblings.
Yeah, or like poke your own eye out. So this
Okay.
is, if you're really hardcore, you cut the string out yourself.
Dang.
However, I always thought it was kind of funny that when positioned like this, he kind of looks like a dog who is scooting,
Yep.
across the floor, which I find very
I
entertaining.
love when a dog scoots across the floor as long as it's not my dog or my floor.
All right, we're getting there. We're getting there.
The debris is touching me though.
Oh,
here
because
on
I
the
put the
couch.
slinky dog on the couch to get it out of the camera's view. Yeah. Okay.
The detritus.
All right, we're getting to the bottom of this. Okay, we got a couple of these guys.
It's an army man.
Classic little
Yep.
green army men. Remember who voices him in the movie, the main one?
Pat Sajak.
R. Lee Ermey, the guy from Full Metal Jacket who was really in the army. No, nothing? Mail Call on the History Channel in the early 2000s.
No.
I'm getting nothing out of you. That's okay. This one's got a bazooka, but these are a bunch of official Toy Story branded army men.
I used to like the army men that had the parachute.
Okay, when I received this shipment of army men, I was excited but also disappointed to see this one who had a parachute,
Oh.
but it has been cut off.
The autofocus really isn't autofocusing.
No, why is it so blurry? And my hand is full of one hand with a microphone, one hand with an army man.
What should I
and
be doing? Should I be helping in any way?
I've never shown you how to focus this camera, and you know what, Kate? Here, lean over.
Okay.
You're going to be off mic. See the little button that looks like the Target logo in the bottom right corner of the camera screen? On the screen. Touch that. Tap it. It's a touch screen. Now click on him like a camera. Give him a harder push than that. It's a touch screen. You got to kind of really push and lean. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Thank you, Kate. There we go. He is now in focus. How's that for a peek behind the scenes?
Wow.
Now everybody knows how this camera functions.
I'm amazing.
Wow. Thank you,
I did
Kate.
technology.
Now
I'm
you
so
know.
proud of
Now
me.
you know how to focus. The autofocus really dropped the ball. Okay, so this army man, whoever put together this shipment, gave me this one, which is a parachute army man, but they snipped off his parachute. Tragic. And do you notice he's a different shade of green
Yeah, he looks kind of new.
than the others? Because there's
Yeah.
this guy. He's
That's like
more of a...
puce.
Yeah, and let's hold them up together now that the focus is set
a
here. Right, there you
Forest green and
go. Clearly
a puce.
see the difference, right? Okay, now that we're at this level of focus, we might as well just keep it there and bring up one of these guys.
That's a little green alien.
these
They're
guys.
in a cult, and they look like they don't smell great. Smell it, see what happens.
It's not as bad as you'd think, but it's not wonderful. They're much bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
Right? This is like fairly huge.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not sure why.
Well, you got to get more for your money since you're spending all of our money.
How about this? Look at this thing.
That's a 3-headed sheep. That's Cerberus sheep. And it's actually from Chernobyl.
Billy, Goat, and Gruff. I think they have names like that.
Why does it have? Oh, I thought it had udders, but those are legs.
those are legs. Those are supposed to be legs. They do look kind of disturbing.
Why does it have these confusing udders?
Udders underneath. No, there's the little goat, which of course goes with.
That's a sheep, baby.
Oh, I'm sorry, a sheep.
Do you not know what kind of?
So it's not going to be called
animals
Billy, Goat, and Gruff. I don't know what their names are. We'll find out in the film. And then, of course, they belong with one of the highlights of this collection, Bo Peep. Bo Peep was really hard to find. And this is a 1996 authentic Toy Story 1 Bo Peep cape.
Wow.
Kind of like a Barbie. She's got cloth clothes. You can kind of see how shiny she is because
she is very shiny.
In the film, she is supposed to be porcelain as like a lamp, which is not safe for your kid to play with. But,
no.
So I was wondering if I could find a lamp, but I kept discovering these lamps that were really small. And I was scared I was going to accidentally get one, and I'd be annoyed with how small it is because not all of these are to scale. But I wanted her to be to scale. Whoops! I dropped her accessory there. We got this guy. This is what is this called? This isn't the Speak and Spell. Oh no, this guy's name I think is Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike.
Because he's a microphone, right?
Yeah.
I tried to clean the battery contacts. Talk about corroded batteries. I could not get this thing to work. It does take a battery, but I dipped, a Q-tip in isopropyl alcohol. I was really trying to scrub the corrosion off. I could not get him to work, sadly. But he's great. He looks amazing. I mean, look at this guy.
Really,
what a
really
piece
lovely.
what a statement piece for the collection. Okay,
You're saying the collection like with a capital T and a capital C, like this is going to be somewhere in our house. I am concerned.
Kate, could you do me a favor and pull the yellow lever here?
I've fallen for that joke before.
Can you pull my finger?
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and pull it? Let's see if we can get some noise out of this.
Oh God, that's horrendous.
And it didn't exactly land on sheep. Just try one more time.
All right, hold on. You got to really hold it.
I'm trying. I'm putting the microphone near it.
This is a dog.
It landed on turkey.
It's pointing to turkey.
That's not so great.
What are some of the important animals that children should know?
Animals you need to know?
Turkey, sheep, dog, duck, frog, horse, coyote, rooster, pig, cow, bird, kitten. What is that? Cat.
It does have white text on a yellow background, though.
It's
Poor
really
graphic
difficult
design
to
choice,
read,
no
yeah.
contrast. I mean, I think we can admit it's not so much about what's important for kids to learn; it's about what will have a distinct noise on the toy.
What will sound possessed?
Who has good noises? And then, truly, the main event here, which this was the first one that I acquired specifically, recently in my adult life.
He looks. He looks like he's had kind of like a rough night. He's kind of leaning over. His hat's askew.
Oh, Woody. Let's see.
It's really hard to do with just one hand.
You don't have to pull it very hard. Okay, his hat fell off. Let's try that again.
There's a snake in my boot. Howdy, partner.
Okay, so that's Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Well,
there, fake Tom Hanks.
It's possible it's his brother. One of his brothers performs Woody in video games and toys.
Wow.
That's his I think that's his full-time job.
I mean, good for Tom Hanks' brother.
Amazing.
What's his name? Paul?
Mr. Hanks? I don't know. It's something.
Jim?
Hanks. I have no idea. But yeah, he has a brother
Chet Sr.
who does all that stuff for him. It would be kind of weird to name. You can't make a junior of your uncle, can you? I don't know.
You know what? Family's weird, man.
So here's Woody. I got him a little stand.
Can you hold him up a little?
I'm having trouble.
His
I want to
legs
take him.
are splayed.
I want to take him off. That's what's so funny about Woody is the way that he can kind of flop around, like in the movie.
I don't like his face.
Hang on. So this Woody, the one that I found, I picked him mainly because of his face. I think his face is great. I think he looks very, very much like movie Woody. Mm-hmm. Again, fighting with that autofocus. He is a little floppy, and most importantly.
Oh, wow.
His shoe does say Andy. I didn't have to do that. It came like that. So the only thing he did not come with was a hat. It was very hard to find a reasonably priced Woody that talks and looks this way with a hat.
It's modern problems, baby.
I 3D printed the hat. That's
that
how I got
looks
around
really cool.
that. You can
Nice
see
job,
the
baby.
striations and the poor paint job underneath. And I tried to do some masking to get the band a different color, but I gave up and then I repainted the whole thing because my masking wasn't good. I'm not good at this. So this now looks like how toys look for real when a kid plays with them.
Horrendous.
Now this horrible mess
Toy
we
graveyard.
have here. But give you some background
It's
here,
looking like
Kate.
the Barbie dream house circa 1999.
Okay, I just want to tell you why I have acquired all these toys.
Yeah, why are you making me look at all of these?
Ever since I saw Toy Story as a boy, as a lad in 1990, when did it come out? 5, I think.
Unclear.
I should know that. It's in my notes. In the mid 90s when it came out, I always thought it'd be so cool to have all of the toys from Toy Story. I just thought that would be the best. Now, I never asked anyone for these. I mean, I never took any steps to achieve my dream as a child. It's not like I asked and was told no. I just first, didn't occur to me to maybe ask, even when I received that one from Burger King robot. So a couple years ago, I found a Woody. I was like, oh, you know what? I want to find Woody. I want to buy him on eBay, and I just want to put him on my desk at work. I just thought that would be nice. So I got that stand that you could see there. Mm-hmm. And then it was like a spell had been cast on me. My eBay recommendations were guiding me down this dark path to slowly acquire as many as I could. And I have a little note. I forgot to bring it home. It's actually in my desk drawer at work. But I have a note card where I have this running list of all the toys, and these guys are all crossed off. There's a few big ticket ones I'm missing. Can you think of one from Toy Story 1 that I don't have? There's at least 4 or 5. How about Hockey Puck? Remember him?
What? No.
Don Rickles, Mr. Potato Head, roasts him a little bit. How about the big one, Rocky Gibraltar? If anybody out there who's a fan of Not-Stalgia, because we have many fans, has a Rocky Gibraltar or can get one and would like to send it to me, please, we'll talk. He's the weightlifting wrestler guy. He's got a Connects piece that he uses as never mind. The troikas, the little eggs, you'll see. There's lots of characters here. However, I would like to point out, and this sounds like classic justification behavior, I have no desire to get any of the Toy Story 2 toys. So Stinky Pete, Jesse, Bullseye, I don't care. I could care less. Zurg. I'm more of a Toy Story 1 fan myself personally, just so you know. So you don't have to worry about this continuing
I'm already worried
until we can't pay our mortgage. I will tell you these. I got pretty good deals. I'm a good eBayer. I'll wait. I'm patient. Otherwise, I would have Rocky Gibraltar right now if I wasn't. But he goes for $100 typically, and that's just not going to happen. And he's smaller than he's supposed to be, so why would I pay a premium and get one that's not the right price or not the right size? So, Kate, what do you think of all this? Are you thrilled to see it all?
There's a lot of plastic smell in this enclosed space, and my favorite one is that 3-headed sheep with udders.
You like this one?
Yeah.
We'll find out its name when we watch the movie.
I'm going to call it Ike.
Speaking of, we're going to watch the movie momentarily, so let's clean these toys up, and then we'll go over the notes, as always, and we'll watch the movie. If you're just watching this on YouTube and you're not listening on the podcast feed, this would be a great time for you to jump over. There's probably a link popping up right now in the YouTube video or in the description to the podcast feed, so you can actually hear Katie's thoughts as we watch Toy Story. When's the last time you saw Toy Story?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Okay, a long time.
Many years ago.
Eons ago. All right.
Yeah, let's clean these toys up and get them in a separate room.
Oh, they're going to go back to my office now. They've just been stuck here in the house waiting for us to do this episode, but they'll be out of the house momentarily. Too many toys for my office, you think? Better than here, though, right? You don't care. You don't care what my reputation is at work.
No, I don't.
As long as you don't have to look at these toys here. I'm the toy guy.
Don't call yourself that.
All right, follow us over to the podcast. You gotta hear Katie watch the movie. You got to.
Gotta.
She's gonna really be Don Rickles that thing.
What?